What's up and welcome to Caleb Smith TV. This is your friend Caleb Smith bringing you a brand new live stream, playing some more GUG. Well, I say more GUG, but it's been like almost 2 weeks since I played any GUG at all, surprisingly. Going from playing GUG every day to not playing GUG at all for about 2 weeks. That is because I went on vacation, and then I've already explained this last night while I was playing Five Nights at Freddy's, but I went on vacation, and then at the end of my vacation I got sick. So it basically turned into an extended vacation, which I wasn't too fond of, but I did get to spend some extra time with family, so that was really cool. Cannot complain. And I did make it over the sickness. Thank goodness it was just some kind of like throat virus or something like that, and it's all good. So this is another multi-stream. We are indeed streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok all at the same time, just like we did with Five Nights at Freddy's, and everything seems to be going good with that. I did work all day on multi-streaming, and what happened is that I basically messed it all up because I added way too much to my CPU. I added way too much processing and things like that to my CPU, and basically it made it where the first stream I tried today was horrible. It was just so laggy that I couldn't even get it started. Like, I couldn't even get off my welcome in screen. So yeah, safe to say that stream was a bust. I do apologize to anybody who showed up to that stream thinking they were about to get a classic Caleb Smith TV extravaganza, and instead they just get lag extravaganza. I do apologize. Don't have to worry about that this time around. Shouldn't have to, anyway. Everything seems to be going good. GUG is running perfectly. Everything is good. We're live on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok all at the same time. So say hi to each other, guys. Don't be shy. Say what's up, because chatting will also give you your own GUG avatar in the chat right there on the screen. You can see my little GUG avatar walking around. I am the Venizot GUG. That is exclusive to me. I'm the only one that's allowed to use that GUG on the avatars, but you guys can buy your own GUGs and things like that in the shop. You can check the shop by doing !shop in the chat, or you can go to the description and you can look at the shop in the description to see what kind of things you can buy. I got 4 avatars in there. You got Novaburst, Lyricwolf, Punchloid, and Leproluck. So a lot of fun to be had there. As long as you tune into the streams, you will be earning honey, which you can then spend in the shop for those avatars. So I hope you guys do enjoy that. What's up, Tyler Wolf? Thanks for tuning in. What's up, Tay? My boy, AAA. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope you enjoy your stay. We're playing some GUG today, making some Ben 10 GUGs, getting ready to get this party started. And yes, I still look like a caveman. Still haven't had a chance to shave because I've just been vigorously working on my stream, doing all this behind the scenes stuff, trying to make the streams as good as I can for you guys. And it's not as easy as it seems. I'm sure that you've heard that before, and it is quite true. So, oh, and another thing is that usually I do my stream in short form content. Like, in short form, it's not, the streams aren't short by any means, but basically I like to do the phone ratio. I like to make my screen kind of like a phone. This time we're doing the PC version, more like the TV size, PC size screen, and I hope you guys are enjoying that as well. I know that the phone users are probably not happy anymore because some of the stuff isn't going to appear as nice on the phone. Unless, of course, you go full screen. And I know a lot of people don't like going full screen on the phone. So, you give and take, you know. There's a lot of give and take with everything. Such is life. Seriously appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to go ahead and get this jam started by going for a new game. I would visit the GUG Garden, but I'm honestly just very excited about trying a new game, so... or we could visit the Amniotic Pool, actually. I wouldn't mind going to the Amniotic Pool to try out some GUGs. if you guys think that that would be cool. Let me see something. Does the chat look okay on the screen? Or should I make the chat a little bigger? I want to say it's probably okay. The chat's probably okay. I appreciate it. Tyler says yes, so I'm going to just roll with it. Appreciate that tape. Let's hit the amniotic garden, shall we? Not amniotic garden, amniotic pool. So that we can create some GUGs. We're just going to go ahead and make some GUGs instead of jumping into the actual playthrough. You could make it bigger, but it's readable to me on desktop. Cool, cool. Alright. Let me see. I might make it a little bigger real quick for you guys. Surely it's not going to hurt anything. I don't think you guys will mind, right? Let's see. I'm gonna make the chat a little bigger. There we go. Pretty good. And the chat box is a little bit see-through so that it's not completely obstructing everything behind it. Where's my ho-oh? So, yeah, I just mentioned that. We're doing GUG Avatars now. We're doing GUG Avatars. I made my own custom GUG Avatars. Those are handmade. All the animations and everything that you're seeing. It's so funny seeing you roll around as a little old GUG. You can change your GUG if you like. You can be a GUG or you can be old GUG. Right now you're old GUG. And if you check the description, there is an avatar shop. So make sure to check the description. I have a feeling that I know which avatar you might want. There's 4 cool avatars right now, and I do plan on updating the shop. But right now, I wanted to go ahead and release the avatars. Oh, checking your honey. Yes, I'm curious about that myself. Is it not showing the honey? Oh, you have 33 honey. Nice. That's crazy that you already have 33. You did have a lot more. So I don't know if I mentioned that on stream yet, but I did reset everybody's honey simply because I kind of inflated the honey way too much at the beginning because I didn't understand what I was doing. I didn't even have a shop yet. So the honey kind of got inflated during the past however many streams I have done with the stream avatars. So now you're officially making honey. And I promise you're going to get to keep whatever honey you make at this point. I'm not going to reset it. I just had to reset it that once because it was way too inflated. So yes, you did have way more, and because trust me, everybody had way more. And because of that, I had to reset it. But I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to get reset happy. Every bit of honey you make from this point on, you get to keep. You already have 33, so you're getting pretty I wouldn't say you're close, but you've already made a good amount. I mean, you're like, let's see, you're like 1/5 of the way there to you're almost 1/5 of the way to getting your first avatar. Or you could save. Maybe you don't want the first avatar. Maybe you'd rather have the second or the third. Really cool stuff. Are we ready to make an actual GUG here? I'm so excited about the Ben 10 GUGs, you have no idea. I am beyond excited about making these Ben 10 GUGs. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. I'm glad to see my friends. Make sure to chat. Don't be afraid to hit the chat button. Become part of the stream. Become a GUG yourself. That's right, we got the GUG Avatars. I really should have put that in the title. I should have put in the title like, yo, we got GUG Avatars now. But it's kind of late for that. I'll just do it tomorrow. I will definitely just do that tomorrow, but don't be afraid to chat. Like I said, you can be a GUG or an old GUG right now. You can go ahead and switch around if you like. And we can always play games as well, don't forget. We're going to get to do boss battles and stuff like that with the avatars later in the stream, so make sure to stay tuned. For now, let's go ahead and get to these Ben 10 GUGs. Seriously excited about it, and I think it's about that time. So, I'm thinking we definitely need to start with the original 10 aliens instead of going for like the expansion series, without a doubt. So let's try to stick to the original series, the very first ever Ben 10 series aliens. And not only that, but let's try to stick to the original 10 for today. I don't want to limit us like that. Never mind. Never mind. Take everything I just said back. I take everything I just said back because that's way too limiting. I want people to be able to suggest some of their favorite aliens, and maybe some of those aren't the originals. I just know personally, my favorite Ben 10 aliens are the originals. Off the top of my head, Accelerate, Ghost Freak, Wild Mutt, Ripjaw, Upgrade, Forearms, Diamond Head, Heat Blast. That's 8 right there. Who am I missing? Gray Matter? Who else? There's one more. There's one more. Who the heck am I missing? How can I forget? How can I forget, guys? I somehow forgot one, but I named 9. I think that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good ratio. 9 out of 10. I'm doing pretty good for myself. But yeah, I was just suggesting we kind of stick to those aliens because otherwise, you know, it could get hectic. And I just wanted to, you know, we might want to do another Ben 10 stream in the future, another Ben 10 GUG stream. So we don't want to just go all wild right now. We kind of want to keep a system about it, a pattern about it, so that you can actually, you know, so we can continue in the future. Otherwise, if you just do everything right now, it doesn't really leave much room. I'm thinking, what's the first ever? It's Heat Blast. Oh, that's what we're gonna do. Let's do the Ben 10 GUGs. You guys are free to suggest Ben 10 aliens or anything like that. Anything to do with the Ben 10 universe. But I'm also going to see what aliens Ben 10 transformed into in order. I'm gonna see if there was like an order that Ben 10 turned into each alien. Here we go. I think I found a list on Reddit. Heat Blast is the first one, and I did know that. I remembered that. Heat Blast, and then Wild Mutt. That's cool. So we're definitely going to make a Heat Blast GUG. Now, I want to mention The reason that I'm on the amniotic pool instead of just going ahead and starting the game is because I know that we're about to make a bunch of GUGs in quick succession, and it's not easy to do that if I have to play every time I make a GUG. If I have to do a battle every time I make a GUG, then it's going to be really hard to test all of the GUGs. But if I just go ahead and make some GUGs, then I can kind of figure out what I want to use. So right away, going for Heat Blast GUG. Just Heat Blast. And we're going to see what this creates. Now, the problem with the word Heat Blast is that it might not understand that I'm talking about bin tin. So that's why I want to make a couple of different variants of Heat Blast, just in case. So let's go ahead and make this Heat Blast GUG. Is this the world's first ever Heat Blast GUG? If it takes a while to transcend, that means it's the first ever Heat Blast GUG. So that's going to be interesting. We're generating it up. We're generating it up. Here it comes. Definitely the world's first ever Heat Blast GUG here. Thermo Blast. Looking really cool too. 8 attack, 6 health. When it enters the battle, deal 3 damage to an adjacent enemy GUG. If the target GUG is destroyed, deal 2 damage to another nearby enemy GUG. Wow! I seriously respect that ability. I like that. If that actually works, that's really cool. Respectable ability here on Thermo Blast. The Heat Blast GUG. So, that's interesting. Definitely usable. I kind of want to test it. So, now that we know, it's cool that we have that. Now, let me see something real quick. I gotta go make sure that, everybody can actually see the chats. I gotta make sure that we can see Twitch and TikTok chats as well. Yeah, it looks like we can see everybody's chats. We can see Twitch and YouTube and TikTok. I just had to double check and make sure. So don't be afraid to chat, guys. And by chatting, you become a GUG right here on the stream. So that's the Heat Blast GUG. I wanted to know, what's cool about Heat Blast being kind of short is that we can type in bin tin Heat Blast, and this way it definitely knows that we're talking about the bin tin version of Heat Blast. So we're going to go ahead and transcend this GUG. Cool little blue dice right there. And it's taken a while to transcend. That's very good news. It means that we're getting the first look at this GUG. We are the first originators of this GUG, which is pretty cool to think about. Bin tin Heat Blast GUG. Coming at you live from Caleb Smith TV. I really appreciate you guys being here. Hope you're enjoying your stay so far. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. There he is. Flammo Shifter. Oh, I like the name because it lets you know that he's shape-shifting. I really like the name because he goes ahead and lets you know that he is definitely a shapeshifter just like Ben 10. 5 attack, 6 health. When it enters the battle, transform into a fiery form, increasing attack and health moderately if any water-themed GUG is present. Ooh, wait, ugh. It sounded so cool at first, but then it got really bad. Water-themed GUGs? I'll be lucky to see any water-themed GUGs. I think it's like a cool idea if you want to counter water-themed GUGs. I think it's a really cool idea. The end round ability, dealing 2 damage to all opposing GUGs, that might be the best thing about this GUG without a doubt. Without a doubt in my mind, this GUG might actually be pretty good, but it might be because of its end round ability. That's Flammo Shifter, the Ben 10 Heat Blast GUG. Very interesting stuff right there. And let me think, how many letters is in the word Omnitrix? Omnitrix. Heat Blast. Omnitrix Heat Blast. See, I wanted... this is what's cool, is that you can still kind of... You can make multiple variants of Heat Blast while still retaining the word Heat Blast. I think that's really cool. What's cool is that the original Heat Blast didn't seem that bad of a GUG. It just didn't seem really good, I guess. It didn't seem super good. So I'm looking for something that can actually really help us out a lot here. Just for the Heat Blast GUG. I probably won't make too many more Heat Blast GUGs. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying your stay so far. Dude, nobody's made Heat Blast GUGs before. We're like the first people to do this. That's awesome. You guys are seeing, like, history in the making, literally. We're like little scientists right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looked like it was going to look so cool at first. Thermo Burst. So we had a Thermo Blast GUG, and now we have a Thermo Burst GUG. Check him out. 2 eye holes, looking cool. 5 attack, 7 health. When it enters the battle, if facing an opponent, deal 3 fire damage to them. I think that's cool. I admire the fact that it doesn't just deal 3 damage, but it literally deals 3 elemental damage. Elemental fire damage. I think that's actually pretty cool. At the end of the round, it restores 1 health for every attack made this round. So, probably 1 health. Basically, it restores 1 health at the end of the round. I think that's pretty cool because it kind of negates a little bit of damage over time. I think that's pretty awesome. Negating a little bit of damage, considering that it also has a damaging ability, makes this GUG a contender. Definite contender right here with Thermo Burst. That's the Heat Blast GUG. Very interesting, very interesting. Now, you know, I should have done this to start with. I don't know why I didn't do this. But we should have just started out with a straight up Ben 10 GUG, right? Because we're making Ben 10 GUGs, but we'd never made a Ben 10 GUG. So let's do that real quick. Instant. So somebody has made this GUG before. This is Benendrite. 5 attack, 5 health. When it enters the battle, morph into 1 of 10 forms with unique abilities. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, guys. This is awesome. Morph into 1 of 10 forms with unique abilities. This is the Ben 10 GUG. Oh, I hope this GUG works. I seriously hope this GUG actually works. That would be great. That's OP. It could be. Thanks very much for tuning in, by the way, Punisher. I appreciate you. I appreciate you very much, brother. I hope you're having an excellent day so far. That is very much OP if it actually works out. The Ben 10 GUG Benendrite. That's very interesting. Let's go ahead and see what happens if we try the word Omnitrix. Just the word Omni. Somebody has made this GUG before. Omnoid. 4 attack, 4 health. When it enters the battle, transform into a random GUG from the pool. A random GUG from the pool. Now, the pool is like your backline. Whatever GUGs you have in the backline that are not being used, that is your pool. So if you send Omnoid in, I assume that it's going to turn in to one of the GUGs in the back line, one of your unused GUGs in the back line, which is very interesting. It's basically a clone. You can create a clone of another GUG. I think it's kind of lackluster in the sense that it has very low attack and very low health. 4 attack and 4 health is pretty bad. It doesn't quite say that it copies the stats from the random GUG into a pool. It just says it transforms into that GUG. Now, transforming might just copy the stats. I don't know. It would make sense if transforming copies the stats. That would definitely make sense, but you never know. Let's go ahead and just move on. I think that GUG's a little bit lackluster, honestly. Because if you wanted to clone one of your own GUGs, all you have to do is just make another one of your own GUGs, you know? You don't have to make Omnoid and then turn into one of those GUGs, right? You could just make another GUG. So Omnoid is a little bit lackluster. Let's think about how we could do something else. Like, maybe we could type in Ben 10 Omnitrix. I will say, the fact that Omnoid does have a transformation ability is cool. Don't get me wrong. I think that is cool, and it is very fitting. I just think it's lackluster. Sipping on coffee, by the way. I couldn't find my cup that I was using for water, so I just kind of skipped out on the water. Don't do that, guys. That is bad. Don't do that. Make sure to go ahead and get water for yourself. If you're missing water, go ahead and grab it, because you need that. You need to stay hydrated. I do appreciate you guys tuning into the channel, though. I hope you're enjoying your stay. Let's go ahead and make a Ben 10 Omnitrix GUG. So somebody who has played GUG is definitely a Ben 10 fan, because they've made a Ben 10 GUG before, and they made an Omnitrix GUG before, and that lets me know that they're definitely a Ben 10 fan. I just think it's crazy that they never made a Heat Blast GUG. We're about to make a Ben 10 Omnitrix GUG, and we're going to see how that rolls for us. Yeah, I think it's crazy that the Ben 10 fan that plays this game other than us never made a Heat Blast GUG. Very surprising. Let's see what we get here. Definitely the first people to ever make this GUG, guys. The Ben 10 Omnitrix GUG. I like that because it's like Ben 10 Omnitrix, you know? You can't confuse that at all. Let's see what we get. Even though the Ben 10 and the Omnitrix GUGs, respectively, were pretty cool, and it seemed like the game definitely knew what we were talking about, this is even more specific. So I'm very curious and excited about what this GUG is going to bring. Generation failed! No, this is bad. Dang it, guys. This means it's an error GUG. It means that it's not going to look cool, but maybe it'll have a cool ability. I still have high hope. I still have Hup. Let's see what we got. I have Hup for Morpho. Oh, it actually looks cool. It's not error. I was wrong. I was mistaken. It is not an error GUG. Check it out. This is Morpho Mold. 3 attacks, 6 health. At the end of the round, randomly transform this GUG into one of 10 different forms, each with unique abilities. Okay, that sounds a lot like the original Ben 10 GUG, but maybe it works a little different, and it just doesn't clarify. Maybe it works a little different. I think that's cool. Let's add it to the team. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys, I'm just really in the mood to test out some GUGs. I'm seriously in the mood to test out some GUGs, but I do want to make a few more GUGs. So I'm going to use the amniotic pool to make about 10 more GUGs. Oh, I remembered the 10th. Well, I don't remember, but I see the 10th alien that I forgot, by the way. The 10th alien that I forgot from Ben 10 was actually Stinkfly. Out of the original 10 aliens, I forgot all about Stinkfly, sadly. This one is End Round. Original was Enter. Oh! Hold on a second, Sutetsu. Thank you very much for tuning in. And thank you for that little piece of knowledge. You're right. This one's End Round. Morpho Mold is End Round. And then the original Ben 10 GUG is Enter. So that is a little bit different right there. That is a key difference. That's a very nice catch. I wasn't even thinking about that. Very nice catch, Sutetsu. I appreciate you being part of the stream. Let's go ahead and make our next GUG. I'm about to just start going down the list of aliens. I'm not going to make too many variants at this point. I just want to kind of see the original 10 aliens in GUG form. So the second alien that we're going to check out in GUG form is going to be Wild Mutt. Let's go ahead and transcend him up. Very exciting here. Once again, I have high hopes. I'm going to keep that meme going, because I meant to say I had high hopes and I accidentally said I had high hup. What is this little guy? He's actually orange, guys! By the way, it took a while to transcend, so I do want to say that this is the first ever Wild Mutt GUG right here on Caleb Smith TV. Rolgorm. And he's orange, just like Wild Mutt. 5 attack, 7 health. When it enters the battle, randomly attacks a neighboring GUG. gains Fury for each successful hit. Whoa, neighboring GUG, that could be bad, because neighboring, doesn't that mean like GUGs that are on our side of the territory, or am I wrong? GUGs that are on our side of the territory would be a neighboring GUG, right? This could be bad, but it could be interesting? Hold on a second. If I make a GUG that creates clones, and then I send out those clones next to Rollgorm, and I let Rollgorm attack those clones, and then gain Fury, can I farm Fury on Rollgorm? Very interesting stuff right there. Very interesting stuff right here. Rollgorm, you're pretty cool. I definitely want to test you. I hope I get a chance to test you at some point. Let's check out the Diamond Head GUG. See if this is the world's first ever Diamond Head GUG transcending right here. Caleb Smith TV. I guess not. I guess this is the world's first ever Diamond Head GUG. Nobody's ever made this GUG before. Very surprising. Here we go. Very exciting stuff. I hope it looks cool. I hope it looks cool. I hope it looks like Diamond Head. Here we go. He's blue. It does have the Diamond Head color pattern. His name is Christagloop. 4 attacks, 7 health. When it enters the battle, boost attack by 2 if no other GUGs are on the battlefield. So if the battlefield is empty, then he'll gain 2 attack. I think that the ability itself is pretty lackluster. Honestly, I think the design... He has a little pointy head. He actually has a tiny, tiny little pointy head up there. That gives him a lot of points in my book. Because if he's going to have the Diamond Head color scheme and he has a pointy head like Diamond Head, you know what? This guy actually passes in my book. But I do think his ability is a little bit lackluster, but it's cool. You can make it work. Really cool stuff right there. What do we think about that one, guys? Probably, but Fury also probably won't do anything. You know what? I was thinking that myself, Sutetsu. I was wondering. I was like, honestly, all the work to farm for that Fury, but what would Fury even do? Because it didn't clarify. It just says Fury. It didn't clarify what Fury does. But you never know. It could be something crazy. Oh, here we go. One of my personal favorite all-time Ben 10 aliens, if not my actual favorite Ben 10 alien right here, XLR8. Legendary Ben 10 alien, the speedster alien. High velocity, cannot beat it. Is it the world's first ever? I guess it is. I mean, check it out. It's taken a while to transcend, so this must be the world's first ever XLR8 GUG. Very interesting right here. Super interesting, guys. I'm so glad I get to bring this content to you guys live. Here we go, here we go. Let's nerd out. Guess who? What's up, Jelly Brick? Thank you very much for tuning in to the Ben 10 GUG stream. We're playing a little bit of a different game today, but I do plan on playing Five Nights at Freddy's, guys. So all my Five Nights at Freddy's fans out there, make sure to stay tuned later in the night. I'm just waiting for it to get a little bit later and darker and scarier before I play some Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's see what we got here. Zlorbobix. I can't even pronounce this. Zlorbobix. 5 attacks, 6 health. When it enters the battle, double the attack of this GUG for each space it moves left on the battlefield. Oh, that's not good. How is it supposed to move left? I would have to have a GUG that causes GUGs to move left when they enter the battlefield in order for this GUG's ability to actually work, right? Seems really cool, but it doesn't work. XLR8. Why? Why is... It's such a weird ability. And its name is super hard to pronounce. Zlorbobix. I was watching a vid of the co-creator of Dandy's World being exposed for being a predator. Huh, that's interesting. I've never heard of Dandy's World. But that's pretty interesting. Thanks for sharing. Let's add this guy to the team. My allergies are acting up a bit. sadly. Excuse me, guys. Hope you don't mind me blowing my nose right there on stream. That's part of Caleb Smith TV. You get to get up close and personal with me. What the heck do you expect me to do? Stop the stream every time I gotta blow my nose? Are you kidding me? Seriously, appreciate you guys being a part of the stream. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I hope you all are enjoying the new GUG Avatars. I think it's really cool seeing you guys roll around as little GUGs right there on my stream. It's awesome. Dandy's World is a Roblox game. The one who was exposed, and then there was somebody who didn't do anything. Huh. Yeah, that stuff's got to be pretty interesting. You know, if you're into those games specifically. Personally, I never heard of those games, so it's not like, you know, it doesn't blow my mind or anything, actually. If anything, it is a little scary, though. And it's a little sad, I will admit. And what else is sad is Lord Blobix. I mean, he's way too specific. His ability is way too specific to use. But his design's kind of interesting. It is blue, so he gets points for being blue, like Accelerate. But I think that he should have been black and blue. And him having eyes all over him is really weird. Because Accelerate only has, like, 2 eyes. So, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. I love Accelerate, so I have to see what happens if I do like a Bin 10 XL R8 Transcend. So many people this year got exposed. Interesting. I mean, I would assume that every year more and more and more people just get exposed. Oh, this guy has a cool name. His name is actually Accelerate. This guy has a sick name. This GUG has a sick name. So this is GUG. Basically, this is a game that's currently in development. So I'm just playing the demo. This is just the demo. It's very fun. The demo is literally fun enough that I play it almost every day. Literally every day, I basically play this game a little bit for you guys. It's really the star of my channel right now. I know a lot of people like watching it, and I like playing it a lot. It's a lot of fun. You can find the demo in the link in the description so that you can play it yourself, completely free to play. And like I said, lots of fun, high replayability. It's basically a game where you have a creature, and you type in a prompt, and AI will generate this creature based on the prompt. And that's what we're doing right now. We're making Bin 10 GUGs. And the creature will actually have a unique appearance, stats, and ability based on your prompt. So, very cool. Very cool use of AI. Like, in my opinion, this is how AI is supposed to be used. Without a doubt. This is how AI is supposed to be used. Is for GUG, basically. It's really awesome. Never let Freddy Fazbear near the soda dispenser? What does that mean, man? I can't wait to start playing some more Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's is awesome, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, we need to make some Five Nights at Freddy's GUG sometimes. I think that would be cool. So it's like gambling? That's a very good question. I would say kind of. Yeah, kind of. If you play a certain way, you can definitely make it like gambling, for sure. In my opinion, you can do anything you want on this game, though. That's the crazy part, is how creative you can get on this game. I mean, I'm literally sitting here. I just made a GUG named Accelerate. Hold on, guys. Let me read this GUG's ability. I didn't even read this guy's ability. Hold on. He's got 9 attack, 8 health. Why does he have so much attack and health? Guy is loaded on stats. Let's check his Enter the Battlefield ability. Increase this GUG's speed, allowing it to attack twice in a row every round. This is what I'm talking about. This is a good Accelerate GUG. This is a good Accelerate GUG. Literally, his name is Accelerate. good stats, and it has something to do with speed. It's a speedster GUG, increases GUG speed, allowing it to attack twice in a row every round. If this GUG actually does attack twice, seriously good GUG here, guys. I cannot wait to use this GUG. Making me so happy right now. It's a meme because there's a meme of Freddy. Oh my gosh, he did that in the soda machine? He did what in the soda machine? You gotta be kidding me. Yo, that Five Nights at Freddy's you got? Far, bro. Like 1 or 2 nights left? That's true. That's true. I am pretty far. Super exciting and super scary. Yep, it's a real meme. So, back to gambling in GUG. If you were to go in blind and not know what kind of GUG you're making before you fight with it, then yes, it's like gambling, because you like type in something and you hope it's good and it may or may not be good. So in a way, yeah, that's kind of like gambling. You're right. I mean, Phone Guy wasn't lying when he said the animatronics get quirky at night. True. That's funny. That is pretty funny. The animatronics tend to get a little quirky at night. Crazy stuff right there. I can't wait to play some more FNAF here soon, later on tonight. So the Ben 10 Accelerate GUG turned out to be a very, very good GUG here. Now it is time to move on and see about this Gray Matter GUG. Transcend Gray Matter GUG, and let's see if this is the world's first ever. If it takes more than a few seconds to transcend, that means that we're the first ever people to create this GUG. So you're definitely seeing the world's first ever Gray Matter GUG live right here on Caleb Smith TV. Here he comes, here he comes. He's gray. His name is Gloppylon, 3 attack, 8 health, very low attack. When it enters the battle, confuse all enemy GUGs, reducing their attack by 2. For this round, that could be good. That could be good. At the very least, he negates damage. He negates damage. He's not a very strong attacker, but he will be negating damage. I think that's really cool. Very cool. There's a meme of Puppet doing the Gangnam Style. That sounds interesting. I wouldn't mind scrolling Facebook and just randomly seeing that. But then again, I haven't even seen Puppet that much. Can I be honest with you guys? We're going to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. I haven't even seen Puppet yet. I'm literally on the first game, and all I've seen is Bonnie. Okay, I've seen the animatronics. I've seen Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Freddy. I don't think I've seen anybody else yet, though. Literally, that's all I've seen. Crazy, right? And I'm on night 4. Forearms. Time to make a Forearms GUG. This is going to be really cool, guys. Forearms GUG. Is this first ever Forearms GUG? No way, right? Way, I guess so. Here we go. Forearms coming at you live. Let's see what we get. I guess it is kind of like gambling too, because you're rolling the dice. I never thought about that. This guy does not look like a Forearms GUG. Why does he look like that? He's not red. Quadrodulus. 7 attack, 10 health. When it enters the battle, gain 1 extra attack per round. 1 extra attack per round. How does that work? I mean, he could stack. He could end up stacking and getting kind of strong. William Afton has become a furry, if you think about it. William Afton. Who the heck is that? I can't remember who that is right now for some reason. It looks like a booger with eyes. It does, kind of. Yeah, I noticed that whenever I first started playing GUG, that GUGs kind of look like viruses. Yo, Lynn, what's up, bro? Lynn and my man. GUG, 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 GUG. Yes, sir. You already know what time it is. It's GUG time. We're GUGing it up with the Ben 10 GUGs. I do appreciate everybody being here. I really appreciate you guys being here. I hope you're enjoying your stay so far. We're having a very fun day just playing some GUG. And I do plan on after I get done playing some GUG. I guess it's time to go ahead and mention it, guys, because nobody else has mentioned it yet. It's Swords and Saturdays. That's right. So Swords and Saturdays is basically where I play Swords and Sandals live. But obviously that's going to be a little bit later. That's going to be a little bit later. After I get done with this stream and everything, I'm probably going to try to eat some food or something, and then we'll move into Swords and Saturdays, playing some Swords and Sandals, an old game, old Flash game about being a gladiator. It's very fun. It's a lot of fun. So after this stream, make sure to go ahead and stay tuned. And then after that, Five Nights at Freddy's tonight, because I'm guessing it's going to be pretty late and dark and scary, so we're going to go for the Five Nights at Freddy's, and that's going to be a lot of fun too. So make sure to stay tuned. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is awesome. We have 7 people in the chat, and we're feeling good about it. Finally back with the streams. That's right, finally back after an entire week, actually week and a half. It was just supposed to be a week, and then I got sick, so about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Just about 2 weeks, because then whenever I got back, I had to spend a lot of time working on the behind-the-scenes stuff of the streams. I worked on a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff on the streams. In case you didn't notice, the stream does look a little different than it did before. William Afton, aka the corpse inside Springtrap. William Afton is a serial killer who killed the kids and stuffed them in the animatronic suits. Whoa. Hold on, don't drop too much lore, okay? Don't drop too much lore, Jellybrick. I'm new. I don't want. I don't even know. You know, there's mystery to this. Don't ruin the mystery for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, and you changed the layout. I'm here for it. Love it. Yes, sir. Changed the layout up. Kind of because I had to, but I do hope that you guys like it. For sure. I think it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. I think it looks cool, and I'm enjoying it. I hope that you guys like it as well. I don't know much of the lore. Oh, sure you don't, Jellybrick. Sure you don't know much. Did you see the movie, by the way? The Five Nights at Freddy's movie? I definitely recommend that, by the way. Very good movie. Who's next? Yeah, Punisher is a big fan as well. I learned that last night. Punisher was tuning in and having a lot of fun. I thought that was really cool. Alright, and now it's time for the Stinkfly GUG. Let's see if it's the world's first ever. Stinkfly, definitely probably my least favorite Ben 10 alien out of the original 10. I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but I'm just, you know, I'm telling my side of the story. I'm telling my opinion. It's just my opinion. I don't want to lie about it. I literally like almost every other GUG. His name is Stinkyflaw. 3 attacks, 7 health. When it enters the battle, release a stench that weakens all opposing GUGs attack by 1. So it negates a little bit of damage, but it doesn't have very much attack. I'm not sure, like, I'm pretty sure Gray Matter GUG basically did the same thing, except for better. If I'm not mistaken. Gray Matter GUG did the exact same thing, but better. So, not a very good GUG, Stinkfly, sadly. But Ripjaws. So Ripjaws was actually a GUG that, I mean, not a GUG, an alien that I liked a lot. A Ben 10 alien that I liked a lot. I'm about to just start calling everything GUGs by accident. Ben 10 didn't turn into aliens, he turned into GUGs. There are channels that make vids of full Simpsons episodes, and it's gotten to the point where some channels literally put actual movies in. So basically, Stinkyflaw acts like a skunk? Yes. Yes, he does. See, in the Ben 10 cartoon, in the original, Stinkfly would actually, like, squirt out this, like, nasty looking ooze stuff, and I can't remember if he squirted it out of his tail or his eyes, because for some reason I feel like he squirted it out of his eyes. Or maybe he, like, grew tentacles and squirted it out of the tentacle. I can't remember, but Stinkfly in the actual Ben 10 cartoon would squirt out this nasty stuff, and it was pretty disgusting. One day I saw a video of the full Venom 3 movie, like it was free, and I'm like, that's piracy, I believe. It depends, I guess. Like, I'll be scrolling shorts sometimes, and I'll just see, like, movie clips, and it's some random account posting a straight-up clip from a movie, and they've gotten, like, millions of likes from it, and I'm just like, that's not legal, but they did it, and they're getting away with it. And I'm literally looking at it, and millions of people are looking at it. How is this fair, you know? And then there's also these cases where you actually could transform said content, like movies and stuff, by maybe reacting. Like, you could react to clips of movies. That's pretty transformative. And if you react to basically like 100 clips, 100 different clips of the same movie, then basically you've reacted to the entire movie. And that's transformative, and that's perfectly legal. So it's very much gray area whenever it comes to that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's just all the gray area. Like, some of it is illegal and people get away with it. Some of it is not illegal and people don't get away with it. Like, sometimes people will do completely illegal stuff and then get copyright claimed. And it makes no sense. It's like, dude, they were being completely transformative, and they still got copyright claimed. And then you have other cases where somebody's being completely non-transformative, and they don't get copyright claimed at all. And that doesn't make sense at all to me. It's basically just a lottery at that point. AFK, gotta get my Fanta. True, make sure to keep that soda in your system. Alright, let's check out this Ripjaw GUG. Ripjawla? He's actually kind of cool. Looks pretty cool. Cool color scheme. 3 attack, 7 health. When it enters the battle, gain 1 attack for every 2 health lost. At the end of the round, this GUG gains 2 health if its attack is greater than 5. Ooh, that could be good. That could be good. Make him lose a little bit of health, and he gains a ton of attack. And then he'll gain health as long as he has a lot of attack. This is a good GUG right here. Ripjawla. Turning out to be a nice GUG. Definitely want to try that out at some point. See what else we got here. Upgrade, that's right. We got 2 more GUGs that we're going to check out here in the amniotic pool. We got Upgrade. This is the sort of like a mechanical... He was like a mechanical... How do I explain it? Liquid, I guess. Like, Upgrade, the Ben 10 alien, was like this liquid guy that could... Or liquid or fluid, I don't really know. I guess you could call him like a fluid guy. He wasn't really a liquid, but he was definitely fluid. And he could upgrade anything mechanical, which is really cool. Let's see if the game knows what we're talking about. Oh, somebody's made this GUG before. Gluperon, 5 attack, 5 health. Upgrade a random stat on this GUG. Not really what we're going for. So upgrade is such a broad term that the game didn't really know that we were talking about a Ben 10 alien. So I'm going to just clarify that we're talking about Ben 10 upgrade. Let's see about it. Ben 10 upgrade coming at you live. And this definitely is first ever Ben 10 upgrade GUG. Got your Fanta? Alright, sick. You gotta stay with the soda. Make sure you save some for Punisher. He might want some. Don't forget to share. Obliskak. What the heck is this guy? He has such a cool color scheme. I like his buttery yellow color scheme. 4 attacks, 7 health. When it enters the battle, merge with an opposing GUG, gaining its current attack and health. What? Merge with an opposing GUG? That sounds crazy. But that actually is what Ben 10 does, though. I mean, that's what Upgrade from Ben 10 does, is that he merges. He sort of like merges with the machinery. So this GUG having a merge ability makes sense, being that this is the Ben 10 upgrade GUG. Really cool. Obliskak. Very interesting merge ability right there. Ben 10 upgrade. Whoa, the game made P into a GUG? What the world? I was just gonna say buttery, but that's cool too. Alright, time for the final bin tin alien that we're gonna turn into a GUG for now. Just for now. Ghost Freak. And then we're gonna go play with the GUGs. But let's see. Ghost Freak. We're gonna make a Ghost Freak GUG. And surely the game knows what we're talking about. Because I've never heard of anything called Ghost Freak except for bin tin. From bin tin. So let's see about it. We've literally spent like almost an hour just making GUGs. We haven't even actually played the game yet. All we've done is made GUGs. You see why I said this is so fun? Even though this is just a demo, which you can find in the link in the description, by the way. Even though it's just a demo, it's very fun, guys. Seriously. Here we go. Ghost Freak GUG. It's taken a long time to transcend. Hopefully it doesn't glitch. Fanta is indeed fire. Good. What kind of Fanta, by the way? Orange? I'm going to assume orange. Yes, it was an error GUG. I kind of figured that this GUG would turn out to be an error GUG because it was taking so long to transcend. It's got 4 attack and 8 health. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, orange. Okay, yeah, I kind of figured. 4 attack, 8 health. When it enters the battle, create a ghostly copy of any opponent GUG. Oh, that sounds so good, guys. At the end of the round, it removes the ghostly copy, though. Oh, dang it. So it balances itself back out by removing the copy. Dang it. That's so cool, though. That's still so cool. I gotta try this GUG out. And you know, it being an error GUG actually is kind of cool. It kind of goes with the ghost typing. I think that's really cool. Actually, I don't mind this GUG being an error GUG because error GUGs are gray and Ghost Freak is gray. Plus it has this giant error on it, kind of letting you know there was a problem. And what do ghosts always do? Cause problems. So this is like a very, very well themed GUG right here. Fantaslorp. Cool name too, Fantaslorp. So, very cool. I definitely want to try out this GUG at some point today. Aw, crap. I didn't mean to transcend him again. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, let's go back to the menu. So yeah, that's how the amniotic pool works. You have to unlock the amniotic pool by beating the demo, which obviously I've done before. And if you beat the demo, then you get to use the amniotic pool and you get to create however many GUGs you want. It's literally endless. This demo has endless replayability. It's so fun. I never understood why people find people who did bad stuff funny, like the dead person is a meme. Why people find people who did bad stuff funny. Like, are you talking about Diddy? And yeah, I don't understand that either. I mean, it's because it goes to like this thing where people try to make light out of dark, basically. And I don't know, people do that a lot. Like that's very natural. Trying to make light out of dark is a very natural thing for anybody to do because nobody likes dark, right? Nobody likes the darkness. And so we try to create light from it. Now, sometimes that can hurt, obviously. Like with the Diddy situation, you know, if what he did, like what you said, I agree with you. What he does is very bad, right? But instead of taking it seriously, as a society, all we do is poke fun and make a bunch of jokes and memes about it. So even though we're making light out of the dark, it's bad because it's like, dude, we're supposed to be upset about it, and like, yes, we're upset, but at the same time, we're also just making laughter and jokes and having a good time still, which makes it look like we're actually not upset about it. Makes it look like we're not upset about it at all. So I do understand what you're saying. People do the same to Queso, like I feel bad for Queso. Why is that? Why do you feel bad for Queso? I guess I'm not cut up to speed, so I didn't know that we were supposed to feel bad for Queso. I wasn't aware of him. Like, I know who he is. I just wasn't aware of like Did he do something bad, or did people do something bad to him? Oh, being overweight? That's normal. I'm not gonna lie. Like, people being overweight is normal. People making fun of overweight people is normal. You know what I mean? That's if you ask me, all that's completely normal. Like, if you're overweight, your friends are gonna poke fun at you about it. You're gonna poke fun at yourself about it. Everybody's gonna poke about it. It's just kind of to be expected. Now, I mean, like, there's definitely a limit. I mean, come on. I'm not saying just it's okay just to, you know, be mean to somebody for being overweight. Like, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying people are naturally going to make jokes about it and stuff. So I do see your comparison there. Making light out of the dark. Being overweight's not dark, though. Being overweight is not, like, dark. Come on. Now, I will agree, people being mean to overweight people, that is pretty dark, and that is dumb. That's like people making fun of ugly people. Just for how they look or something, or like, you know, because these are kind of things that you can't control. Like, some things you can't control, though, but certain things you just can't control. And so, I don't know, that's why I kind of take the, I just try not to make fun of anybody, honestly, unless they actually deserve it, you know? There's just certain things. So I get what you're saying there, but yeah, like, I wouldn't feel too bad for Queso. You know, he's I don't think that he's super upset with himself. You know what I mean? He seems happy every time I see him on streams and stuff, and he makes a lot of fun out of him being overweight. But I do see what you're saying, though. It's like, maybe the reason he's willing to make fun of himself is because everybody else makes fun of him. Maybe he doesn't actually want to make fun of himself, you know? But I would say, hopefully, I think everybody should want to make fun of themselves, right? Everybody should want to make fun of themselves. At a certain point. And if anything, he's lucky, because I'm pretty sure he's making a very good living off of like his streaming and everything. And part of his streaming is people like it, they admire the fact that they can poke fun at him for being overweight, and he'll just go right along with it. You know, he doesn't get too mad, right? I think that's kind of, it says a lot about his character, which is why he has such a big following, which goes back to my point of, I don't think you should feel bad for Queso necessarily. Now, the Diddy situation, I do agree. That's like, dude, come on. We shouldn't be making fun of that. We should be just upset and just stay upset, you know? Don't make fun of the situation. It's not a fun situation. That's right, Cal, spitting facts about life. Unless you're a channel owner, you can just mute the people who bully you, or others in comments, or live chat. That is true. That is true. I mean, I might have to do that. You know what I mean? You never know. I might have to ban somebody one day. Never done it before, but you never know. So, it's not like a big deal. We are about to go for a new game, though, on GUG. Actually, let me take a quick break, guys. Let me take a quick break real quick, because I just went on a long, drawn-out spree about that. People shouldn't bully others at all because they don't know what that person is going through in life. Exactly, that's my take, too. Like, back to the Queso thing. If he goes along with it, then you can't blame the people and you can't blame him. Now, if he truly does not want that kind of speech in his chat, then I do agree. That classifies as bullying, and I don't think that that should be allowed at all either. And there's a difference between poking fun and bullying. There's a big difference between just poking a little, because I could think of many like times where I could like think of something that might kind of like bother my friend or kind of irk my friend, but not something just over the line, just over the top, where like I might like make a comment, just kind of like jab at my friend, like almost like I just poked him in the ribs a little bit, you know? Is that bullying? No. It's called making fun of your friend. Now, there, you know, being straight up mean to somebody and trying, like actively trying to hurt somebody's feelings or bring somebody's mood down and whatnot, that, and not only just doing that, but doing that on like a consistent basis on purpose, because that's the kind of person you are, that right there is bullying, my friend. There's a difference between making fun of somebody and bullying somebody. Cal making the most real quote ever. Right before I go to the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on, guys. Stay tuned. After these messages, which there are no messages unless the messages are coming from you guys, because the GUG avatars will stay on screen even while I'm gone. Give me like a couple of minutes, guys. And we're back, guys. Sorry about the quick break. Had to grab myself some water. I finally got myself some water this time. So, I should have mentioned that before I went on break. I hope you guys took the time while we were on break to grab yourself some water as well. And if you didn't, go ahead and grab some water. You still got about 30 seconds or a minute at least of me chatting before I'm about to start this new game. No, this stream was not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, but that is funny. Welcome back, thank you. So, yeah, usually I have the GUG, what's it called? The GUG trailer playing while I'm gone. But I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit too lazy to add that today. And I do apologize for that, guys. It's not a big deal, right? It's just a trailer. You guys have seen it a bunch. Well, most of you. And I'm pretty sure I put it on my Five Nights at Freddy's stream last night as well. So if you guys tuned into that, then you definitely saw it. And I do appreciate you guys for staying tuned. The club is where I club. How about the GUG is where I GUG? Did you ever think about that? Welcome to the GUG Club. Alright, let's go ahead and check out this new game. What is it? The Carnival Lands of Babylonia. Burst with bizarre amusements where GUGs engage in gladiatorial games, struggling to balance between joy and brutality. Their playful antics mask the underlying chaos that bubbles beneath. Okay, I actually really like that intro. The intro literally changes every time, and I really like that one. That's awesome. Let's go for that new game. Let's generate that new game. I'm eating dinner right now while watching. Oh, sick. Lucky you. What you eating? What are you eating, my friend? I hope you got some meat and vegetables. Unless you're a vegetarian, then I guess I hope you would just have vegetables. Oh, cool! The new system here. I don't think that I've actually seen this yet on stream, but this is like part of the new update where you actually get to see an ecosystem. You get to see the ecosystem before you enter it. We're going to the Gigglescone Crag, a delightful yet disconcerting rocky facade that giggles on touch. What? This sounds awesome. We get to see the ecosystem of GUGs before we actually have to go find them. Let's check them out. Let's wait, what the heck is this? We get to see where we're going? What is this update, guys? So cool. I'm watching some funny on my phone. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, don't forget that one of the best ways to watch Caleb Smith TV is actually going to be on the TV. Preferably at youtube.com. Sorry, not youtube.com, but the YouTube app. I'm not sure if there's a Twitch app. Honestly, there's probably a Twitch app as well for TVs. So it's actually up to you, whatever you prefer, Twitch or YouTube or TikTok. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a dang TikTok app. There's a TikTok app for TVs. TikTok app. Why is that so hard to say? I was saying tip-top. TikTok app on TVs. So you can actually watch me however you want on TVs. Come on, guys. It's one of the best ways to watch just because bigger, better, right? The bigger, the better. Sigma, let's get it. Silly Munch. Silly Munch GUG dances around and causes nearby GUGs to laugh uncontrollably, reducing their attack by 2 for 1 round. Reducing our attack does sound kind of annoying. A Frerg GUG, a wave of mesmerizing echoes is released. I feel like I've heard of that GUG before. Not too concerned about it. Basic GUG. A Fluff Arc. It emits a smelly wave, disorienting all directly opposed enemy GUGs. A Jikfukif emits an unpredictable and chaotic sound that confuses nearby enemy GUGs. Or confuses nearby GUGs. All GUGs, I guess, nearby. Spookectoplasm, I've seen this GUG before. Creates a twisty maze of pumpkin vines on battlefield. Rosellum. If the true essence of creativity resonates, Rosellum generates a unique artistic flair. A Chromogoo undulates as its hands shift colors. What? Undulates as its hands shift colors? What does that even mean? And Tatarion transforms into the most disorganized version of itself, gaining unpredictable forms and styles. Alright, Tatarion. Very cool. I guess we get to move on to the Giggle Scone Crag. And there we go. We get a little animation. It's almost like a board game animation. Why is it so cool, guys? Why is the update so cool? We get board game animations. Go into the amniotic pool where we get to transcend one of our GUGs. We start with 2 GUGs. We get to transcend one. And here we go. So obviously this looks a lot like the amniotic pool from before where we were transcending GUGs, except for this time it's serious business because it's time to actually fight with the GUGs that we transcend. Silly Munch is basically me because I'm really silly. Oh my gosh, man. That's hilarious. I knew somebody was going to say something about Silly Munch because out of all those GUG names, Silly Munch just sounded insane. It sounded like the most insane name. Stay hydrated. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you guys are enjoying your stay so far. Let's go ahead and I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to try out the Ben 10 GUG. Even though this GUG has been created before, not by us, I just want to try it out. We have to try out the Ben 10 GUG, right? Benendrite? So good with the stats too, with 8 attack and 11 health. Morph into one of 10 forms with unique abilities. Actually, I guess it's just +5/+5. So, you know, it's not the craziest stats, but I do want to try morphing into one of 10 forms. I really hope those 10 forms are good forms. Let's move onward. Today I played Roblox with one of my BFFs, and me and her were making funny jokes. And my dear BFF, we're talking about stuff. Cool. Roblox is fun. Oh, I want to mention that I'm planning on streaming Roblox as well. At the beginning of the week. Towards the beginning of the week, I plan on creating a Roblox streaming schedule and sticking to it. So all my Roblox fans out there, I really hope that you are looking forward to that as much as I am. I'm going to go ahead and make that announcement now. I plan on streaming Roblox consistently starting at the beginning of this week. Let's see. It's time to morph into our alien form with Benendrite. And we're going to see if it actually works. Benendrite went in with his fire form and instantly disintegrated the enemy GUG that was standing up there. That was insane. Benendrite's fire form is actually insane. Let's go ahead and retreat Benendrite and see what happens next. We're just gonna let our GUGs gain some stats. Actually, sending our GUGs in to fight is not a bad idea, because instead of fighting, they're gonna collect stuff for us. Now I'm thinking we're just gonna retreat our GUGs. I think we can take the 3 damage. We take 3 damage, go down to 7 health, no big deal. Because I'm going to try using Benendrite again. Oh, now he's in a shadow form. Dang, the fire form is really good on Benendrite. I'm not sure what shadow form does. And that's the end of the battle. We walk away with 22 of the honey nectar. The GUG nectar. Star Wars, my farts awaken. There's no way you just said that. What's up, Susan? Thanks very much for tuning in. You already know what's happening. We're playing some GUG. We're back. Finally back from vacation, thank goodness. I mean, it wasn't much of a vacation after I got sick, if you know what I mean. Let's see, we got the shadow form. What should I get? Definitely want to add a new GUG to our team, but I kind of want to grab the Fluff Arc. Actually, grabbing Fluff Arc is probably a terrible idea. Perhaps we want to just grab a basic GUG. Ooh, you know what I need to do is try to stack as much health as I can on Benendrite. Because I feel like Benendrite's really good, right? Or no, that's probably a bad idea. I guess I'll get some health for my weak GUG. And then I'll grab some health for my other GUG. There we go. Pretty well-rounded stats. Got some healthy GUGs. Time to move onward. Star Wars Revenge of the Dookie. And Star Wars The Revenge of the GUGs. That's right. That's true. You got that one right. Revenge of the GUGs. Ooh, air form. We're in air form, but I don't know what that did. It appears to have done basically nothing. This isn't good. We're fighting Fukif. We're only on 4 health. Retreat, Benendrite, and send in basic GUG. And honestly, I'm just gonna tank 3 damage from the enemy basic GUG. Not too worried about it. And we got Spooky Ectoplasm coming right up to create a twisty maze of pumpkin vines, which is a little bit concerning, but he only does 2 damage, so we can send in our guy who's at fire form. It worked. We got the fire form again. Thank goodness. We got the fire form. It literally, so the fire form of Benendrite destroys all enemy GUGs. That was awesome. Thank goodness. We got really lucky right there. I guess we're good. Did we destroy all the enemy GUGs? It looks like it. We won the battle and we only walk away with 9 glug. That's sad. When I was younger, I didn't know all the SpongeBob adult jokes, but now I'm older and I understand and I see why my school doesn't allow SpongeBob. Retrieve Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. Some Ben and Jerry's sounds good. Plus, it's like, it goes along with it, like Ben 10 and Jerry's. Did we ever think about that? Did you ever think about Ben Tennyson and Jerry's? We have 3 GUGs. We're in the amniotic pool again. Not bad, not bad. Our Benendrite's not looking too good, but maybe he's okay. Let's, it's time to transcend one of our basic GUGs. Without a doubt. It's time to transcend one of our basic GUGs. What are we going to go for? Should we make a Heat Blast GUG? I'm trying to remember. I want to say Gray Matter GUG is probably one of our better bets. Gray Matter, because of how much damage he can actually negate. Over time, that could be really good for us. So I'm going to take the Gray Matter GUG. I feel like over time, he's going to help us a lot. Glopulon. 6 attacks, 16 health. Good stuff, good stuff. And he's super tanky. That's the Gray Matter GUG based on the Ben 10 alien named Gray Matter. Hopefully it actually... I don't know if the game actually was thinking about Ben 10 while it was creating this GUG, but I don't know. I'm just going to assume that it knows what I was talking about. Rosellum. Okay, enemy Rosellum. I'm thinking I can send in Benendrite. He did a water form which healed everybody. Benendrite's water form healed everybody, which actually is awesome. Good job, Benendrite. Good work. Now I'm thinking we send in Glopulon, maybe? Glopulon to reduce Rosellum's attack. And then we'll let him fight it out. Nice, nice. Okay. I'm thinking retreat Benendrite. Replace Glopulon with basic GUG and let basic GUG finish off Rosellum. It's working. Why is the Ben 10 GUG really cool? Ben and GUG's ice cream? I wonder if that would taste good or bad. Chromo Goo. Okay, we got a Chromo Goo and a Titarion. I think we can handle these guys. They're both dealing 5 damage. But Glopulon is really going to help. Alright, I'm going to send in Ben. He actually did an Earth form this time, which I'm not sure. It seems to increase his attack. Awesome. I wish I would have known that he was going to do that. And I guess retreat this basic GUG because he's not doing much. Send in Glopulon, reduce their attack, and let them brawl. Oh, what's going on? Titarion actually got stronger. Excuse me, guys. Titarion just got stronger and almost killed our Earth form Ben Tennyson. Excuse me, guys. Holy cow. I'm over here freaking out. There's SpongeBob's play on words when he said to Patrick that his genius is showing. Oh, true. That's true. Which is pretty funny. It makes genius sound like a bad word. Because I'm guessing Patrick was like, it is? Where? If I remember correctly, right? Okay, I wish I could retreat Glopulon, but I think not retreating him is not a big deal. Actually, I'll let the basic GUG tank that 5 damage. Alright, nice stuff. We walk away with 16 glug. Not a very good amount of glug, sadly. But yeah, I can understand why your school probably wouldn't allow SpongeBob. But, I mean, my take on it is, if you're able to understand the joke, but you're not able, like, if kids don't understand the joke, but adults do understand the joke, then they did a good job. They did a good job at making the show both for kids and adults at the same time. I think they did a good job. That is my honest opinion. But yeah, you're not lying. SpongeBob definitely has some weird stuff going on with it. Without a doubt. That's you know, they probably could limit themselves a little more if they wanted to. There's SpongeBob watching some, but he changes the channel when Gary walks into the room. Oh yeah, true. Whenever he was watching that little nature documentary, and then he freaked out. That was funny. I'm thinking we need to get some health for our Ben Tennyson. He needs some help bad. Alright, and I guess some attack for our basic GUG. Sweet. And that's literally all we can afford. Time to go onward. Total Drama Rama is totally something. Oh, I loved Total Drama Island whenever I was younger. I wasn't a huge fan of the second series of Total Drama Island, but I do think it's really cool that as of recent they actually have done a rehash of Total Drama, right? They're doing like a remake of Total Drama Island. I think that's pretty cool. But Total Drama Rama is like where they're all kids, right? Which I think is kind of weird. Like, why did they turn the Total Drama Island people into kids? I didn't really understand that. Like, I guess I missed that episode. Is it like a time travel thing or something? I'm not sure. Did they just all happen to know each other in preschool? I don't know. Yo, same. I like the OG. Total Drama Rama was full of inappropriate jokes. Yeah, in Total Drama Island itself, like the original, literally had nudity in it, if I'm not mistaken. It had censored nudity, which was insane for a literal cartoon on Cartoon Network. It looks like we're moving on to a new ecosystem here, the Hagutha Grotto. Or Hagutha Grotto, I guess. An elaborate cave system lit by bioluminescent fungi that whisper secrets. Oh, what are they going to tell me? What kind of secrets are they going to tell me? Example, one of the characters, Owen, was celebrating while unclothed. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They literally had like straight up nudity, censored nudity in Total Drama Island, which, I mean, you gotta give them their flowers for that. You gotta give them their props for that, though. It makes it legendary. Whenever no other show has done that, really. I mean, other shows have done it, let's be honest. But they did it like on like they made it feel real, which is really cool. I think they did a good job. But yeah, I wasn't too sure about Total Drama Rama, like where they turn into kids, because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why they were kids. I thought them being adults made it a lot more. It gave them more ability to move within the, you know, it made stuff more believable. It gave them more ability to make those adult jokes, you know. You can't really make adult jokes with kid characters because then it's just weird, right? New ecosystem, dealing with a lot of GUGs. I'm just going to assume that most of these GUGs aren't a problem. Blind, darkness, confusing, ethereal calls, and miracles. I just gotta make sure that none of these GUGs can... Ooh, gain a glowing aura, converting incoming damage to health until the end of the next phase. Okay, I gotta be careful with Glimmer Slime. Because if I damage Glimmer Slime... he will turn into health, right? He'll gain more health. I gotta be careful with Glimmer Slime. I'm probably gonna let him just hit me for one turn, and then I'll take care of him. He seems to be the only GUG I actually have to worry about, so I'll just pay attention to that. Let's move on. Where are we going? Amniotic Pool, that's where we're going. In SpongeBob, one fish bends Squidward over and powers a drill. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Talk about terrifying. Was that like a doctor or something? Was that at the doctor's office or something? That would be like a good doctor joke. Let's see. What are we gonna go for? Let me think about it. Wasn't Wild Mutt like a really good GUG, if I'm not mistaken? Like, just Wild Mutt? Or did it just look cool and that's all it was? If I'm correct, Wild Mutt actually is a really good GUG. I'm gonna try out Wild Mutt GUG. See what we get. There he is, Roll Gorm, my bad. 11 attack, 14 health. Randomly attacks a neighboring GUG, gains fury for each successful... Oh gosh, I might have messed up. This one gains fury for each successful hit, but we don't even know if fury does anything. And also, I think he attacks neighboring GUGs, which could be bad for us. But we're gonna try him out. Welcome to the team, Roll Gorm. I completely forgot what that GUG did. I was thinking it was really good, and I wanted to try it out. Let's send in... Ben? He does Lightning Form, which didn't do anything, sadly. Let's send in Glopulon to reduce Killmon's attack, and then we're going to send in Rollgorm. Oh! Rollgorm just killed our Ben 10 GUG. Oh, Rollgorm. And he didn't gain any fury either. We just killed our own GUG for absolutely no reason. I should have known that something like that might happen, but I completely forgot what Rollgorm does. And I summoned him. Aw, man. I really messed myself up there. Patrick said the Squidward robot wasn't working, but it was real Squidward. Oh, what the heck? Okay, so we need to send in Rollgorm first, and then Glopulon. Maybe we stand a chance. Maybe we stand some kind of chance here. Here comes Glimmer Slime. So I'm about to tank 10 damage here. Could be really bad for us. We're just going to have to find out. Okay, now we're going to send in Rollgorm. We're going to send in Glopulon. It's not bad. Oh, we just died. Dang. Perfectly damaged us in order to kill us. That was my fault. I summoned Rollgorm. I summoned the Wild Mutt GUG thinking he was good. I forgot that he's actually not good. I forgot Wild Mutt is actually probably the worst thing I could have summoned in that situation. There's one scene where all the characters are unclothed because they became real animals. Yeah, but can you call that an innuendo? Can you actually call that an innuendo, or is that just hyper-realism? Because squirrels don't wear clothes. Sponges don't wear clothes, starfish don't wear clothes, and crabs don't wear clothes, and squids don't wear clothes. So, I do agree. You could maybe call that an innuendo. but at the same time, nah, come on. Bloodied and weary, the GUGs limp away from the grotesque spectacle, their laughter now haunting and hollow. Bubblonia's gaudy lights flicker, casting eerie shadows on their departing forms. Dang it. It looks like I failed Bubblonia. Very sad. Very, very sad. Let's go ahead and go for that. Oh, wait. It didn't generate any text. What in the world? Oh, hold on, guys. I know, I want to go to the Abyss Morph Abyss as well, but I'm about to reset it. I gotta read where we're going. I gotta read about where we're going before I go there. That's one of my favorite parts. Beneath the unyielding Tyrantine glaciers, where light does not dare, slumbering GUGs slowly melted from eons old ice, emerging twisted and gargantuan. That actually sounds pretty cool. Let's go for that new game. Not sure. Yeah, I mean, with the SpongeBob characters going to land and not having any clothes, I think you could just probably count that as hyperrealism. But I'm sure that somebody was having fun thinking about it. You know, somebody was one of the makers of the episode probably were giggling about it. Looks like we're going against Goozler, Kerbalite, Basic GUGs, Managoos, Glimmerbuds, Bloombiles, Gardablooms, Vertiboatans, and Larkspoons. I'm just gonna hope we can handle them. I usually like reading every ability of the enemy GUGs, but it also takes a long time to do that. I'm really not trying to waste everybody's time reading abilities, so, you know, unless it's our GUG, we gotta know our GUG's ability. Orbital Oasis, that's where we're going. And we're gonna go ahead and transcend a GUG. So, the Ben 10 GUG was actually a pretty good start, honestly. But if I'm gonna be completely honest, I have this master plan of starting with the Gray Matter GUG, and then using Gray Matter GUG to negate damage. Because negating that damage over time will actually be very good. Especially starting right out with it, negating all that damage is going to be really good. So, that's the plan. Start with Gray Matter, let's see how we do. Ooh, for example, check this out. We can use Gray Matter to reduce Goozler to 0 attack, and now Goozler can't even hurt us. Check that out. Release... Oh, wait, Goozler got 1 attack? How is Goozler gaining attack? He overwhelms the field with a sweet-smelling decay, lowering the attack of all GUGs by 1? Hold on a second, guys! Wait a second! Not sure, some chilly GUGs, and then there's the episode where Patrick and SpongeBob go on a panty raid. I do remember that episode, and that's pretty hilarious. Guys, can I talk about something real quick? I have to mention this, I have to. Did Martian Lawyers Club and the GUG team actually listen to my advice? I gave them very specific advice that in order to kind of make the game a little more difficult, it would be a good idea and in their best interest to make it where a GUG cannot go to 0 attack. Basically make it where GUGs will always, if a GUG was to have 0 attack, it has to have at least 1 attack. And the reason for that is because just like I was about to do to Goozler, I was going to reduce Goozler's attack to 0, and then I was going to completely ignore Goozler and just generate as much money as I wanted until I finally decided to kill Goozler. And that was going to make the rest of the game seriously easy. It was going to basically make it very easy to just beat the rest of the game because of that. But instead, Goozler went up to 1 attack, which is very interesting. Goozler went to 1 attack, and so I ended up taking 1 damage, which makes it where I'm kind of scared to actually try to ignore Goozler, which means that Martian Lawyers Club actually might have listened to me. They actually added the mechanic in the game where if a GUG goes to 0 attack, it'll go up to 1 attack instead. I can't believe this. I gotta test it out again. I'm gonna send in Glopulon. Goozler goes to -1 attack. Okay, nothing happens. And then he goes to 1 attack. Okay. I'm going to retreat Glopulon. So I didn't take any damage right there, but Goozler still went to 1 attack. I take a good bit of damage there. I go to 6 health. I'm going to send in Glopulon. Okay, take 0 damage. Why is Kerbalite still alive? What's going on? Why the heck is Kerbalite still alive? I'm so confused. Okay, I'm gonna let Glopulon fight him and let GUG finish off Kerbalite. Okay. Finished off Kerbalite. Retreat basic GUG. I'm gonna take 1 damage one more time. I think they actually balanced the game, guys. I think they actually increased the difficulty a little bit, like I suggested. I think they actually made it where I cannot farm for free, which is good because I didn't actually like farming for free. It felt way too broken. It felt like it shouldn't be allowed. Nah, setting enemies to 0 still works? I might have drank all my Fanta and didn't share. Oops. Ah. Dang. You should have shared. Without a doubt. So Sutetsu says that setting the enemy to 0 still works, but for some reason Goozler keeps increasing. Oh, it's because it's only for the round. I see. Okay, I see what happened now. I got completely confused here. Because whenever Goozler came in, he lowered his own attack. And then Glopulon reduced him to -1. And then at the end of the round, Glopulon's ability goes away, which basically gives him +2, which puts him at 1. And that's what's happening. See, it was tripping me out because I was lowering him to like the negatives and then down to the 0. And then he was going back up to 1. And I was like, wait, that's exactly what should happen. That's exactly what I think should happen. That's what I told the GUG developers to do in order to balance the game and make it a little harder. But it turns out I played myself. It's 0 sugar Fanta? I'm sure that there's somebody in the chat that still would have liked to have some. Yeah, basically I was just playing myself. I was tripping myself out. Completely make myself think something was true that was untrue. Just because it was working exactly how, like, I don't know. I wasn't thinking that the GUG's abilities are actually, I just wasn't adding up the math of the GUG's abilities. Because usually GUG's abilities don't really go crazy like that, especially not the exact way that I wanted them to work all the time. Like, take abilities out of the situation. I wish that GUGs worked like that all the time. Like if you make them go into the negative attacks or you make them go down to 0, then just change their attack to 1 so that you can't farm for free. But I understand. People like to farm. Maybe we shouldn't take it out of the game. Let's see. Health or a new GUG? Health or a new GUG? I'm gonna say we gotta grab a new GUG. Grabbing an extra GUG is always the best answer. I'm glad I had Sutetsu here to let me know that you can still set enemies to 0 because I was seriously thinking that you couldn't do it anymore. Okay, so Glopulon's gonna set them to 1. We're dealing 5 damage, so let's go ahead and fight with Glopulon. And send in this little GUG to gain some stuff. Oh no, Glimmerbud gained health? We did no damage? Why are we doing no damage? Why did we do no damage? Retreat Glopulon. We gotta fight Glimmerbud. Okay, good job, good job. Good job, Basic GUG. Holy moly, you actually pulled that off perfectly. Let's, we'll put this GUG right here. We'll send in Glopulon. We'll let him fight. Glopulon is seriously negating a lot of damage, working exactly how I wanted him to. Okay. Made a little bit of money, not much though. We're not making a lot of money at all. 5 Nights at Peter's. Is that a Family Guy reference? Let's see. Going for one of our basic GUGs. And let me think. Gray matter. Who else was a... Let me see. Why do GUGs look like bushes? They do kind of look like bushes because they're living beings. In my opinion, they kind of look like viruses. I thought that since the very first day I ever played GUG. I thought they kind of look like viruses, you know? Like, why do GUGs look like little viruses? Ghost Freak and Accelerate. I remember now. Those are 2 very good GUGs. Should I go ahead and make Accelerate? I feel like Accelerate was busted. The Accelerate GUG that I made, way too strong. Should I go ahead and try it out? Alright, let's do it. The way I made it was Bin 10 XLR8. Bin 10 Accelerate should create my personal favorite variant of the Accelerate GUG. Literally named Accelerate, 12 attack, 18 health. Increase this GUG's speed, allowing it to attack twice in a row every round. I really wanted to test that out. I wanted to test out the double attack ability. Let's see if it works. Bin 11, Bin 12, Bin 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Interesting. I will say. Interesting conclusion that you've made. Interesting statement. Go for Accelerate. Maybe we'll get a double attack. Who knows? Oh, no. Guardy Bloom moved around. Did 2 damage to us. Not good. Why did it do that? What in the world? Okay, we'll fight with Accelerate. We'll retreat Glopulon. Okay. We will fight with Accelerate and lower their attack with Glopulon. And we need some money, so we're just going to send in our basic GUG to kind of make a little extra money for us. Okay, now I say that we could probably retreat all of our GUGs. Go ahead and retreat all of our GUGs and gain some stats in the pool. And now we'll send in... Let's see. Let me see what Larkspoon does. Larkspoon creates a Larkspur Garden, heals all allied GUGs by 3. So we're going to fight him with Accelerate. We're going to reduce his attack with Glopulon, and we're going to try to gain some extra money with basic GUG. Okay, thank goodness we played how we played. Good stuff, and we're at 30 Glug. Or GUG Nectar. Or I might even start calling it Honey. I honestly thought about calling that stuff Honey, and I know at the very beginning of my GUG streams, whenever I first started streaming GUG, I called it Slime. You can't make a Krabby Patty without understanding the phrase, what the Sigma? What? Where did that sentence just go? Where did that sentence just actually go? We gotta buy the GUG, right? What kind of GUG is that? I gotta know. Managoo? All GUGs show a random goofy expression? I almost want to say why not, but at the same time, I kind of want to spend all my money on health. 25. Let's buy the Managoo. Sweet. And then we'll buy some health for the Managoo and for ourselves. Aw, crap, I wanted to buy more health. I guess I just have to buy some attack instead. So I will buy some attack for our basic GUG. Now he's a big, strong basic GUG. Let's move onward. It's a meme. I kind of expected that. Without a doubt, I kind of expected it to be a meme. Ooh, some GUGs here. Discalix, Hondular. Oh no, Discalix is gonna be strong. Hondular looks insane, guys! Look at this Hondular GUG. He looks like a Death Star. Oh my gosh, he's cool! Holy moly, Hondular looks insane! So many other GUGs. Spawn a tiny moth GUG? That's so cool. Mothra's a cool GUG. Waddle Sprout. Gooblock. Silly Bellow. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared of Discalix. Hondular just looks cool. We're going to the Pinwheel Caravan. Amniotic Pool. Amniotic Pool. What's next? What's next? Ghost Freak, right? I'm gonna turn this GUG into Ghost Freak. I honestly kind of want to turn Managoo into Ghost Freak. Just because he has the weakest stats out of all my GUGs. So I'm going to turn Managoo into Ghost Freak. And his ability doesn't actually do anything useful. So here we go. Managoo is turning into Ghost Freak now. The Error GUG. AKA Fanaslorp. Lots of health. And this GUG has the ability to create ghostly copies of other GUGs. So very useful. Add him to the team and let's move onward. Let's do this thing. Oh, Discalix. Discalix is coming right in. Very, very scary. Hopefully he doesn't kill any of our GUGs. I'm going to try to keep Accelerate in the back line for now. I'm going to send in Fanaslorp. Wait, why didn't Fanaslorp's ability work? Okay, I'm going to send in Glopulon to reduce Discalix's attack. And I'm going to send in Basic GUG to make us some money. Okay, we all took damage from Discalix, but we all survived. Good stuff, guys. I made the mistake. I should not have sent in all of these GUGs. That was definitely a mistake on my part. I'm going to send in Accelerate. I'm going to retreat this GUG. I'm going to retreat Fanaslorp, and let's see what we got. Kind of just had a bit of a misplay. Another Discalix? Oh, no. No, not another Discalix. Rubier. Rubier. Okay. Glopulon definitely going to have to hold down the fort. What else? Fanaslorp can fight Discalix. I have an idea, actually. I have kind of an insane idea. Ooh, it's actually a bad idea. Retreat, Accelerate. Dang it, what do I do? I don't have any good options. I'm gonna have to give away my basic GUG. I'm gonna have to let him kill my basic GUG. Oh, dude, Discalix is OP. It just killed my basic GUG. Okay. Okay. It's time to get crazy. It's time to get insanely crazy because we're about to make a copy of Discalix. Here we go. Send in Fanaslorp. We get our own copy of Discalix. It's a ghostly copy. It's gonna fight for us. It's actually not a complete copy of Discalix, which is kind of sad. We're going to send in Glopulon because it weakens all the enemy GUGs. And we're going to fight with Accelerate. Here we go. Things are going down. Things are going down. Okay. We got 5 damage coming up. Alright, so we're just going to have to fight with these two. I'll retreat, accelerate. Okay. Very interesting. So, I'm gonna retreat Vanaslorp and let Glopulon finish off Elatasti. Wait, no, that killed. No, it doesn't kill us. Okay, I was about to say, no way that killed Glopulon. He had 0.5 health left, if my calculations were correct. And thank goodness we still have our Glopulon. We have 41 stuff. I feel like we need to spend it on nothing except for health. Literally. I don't care how crazy that sounds. I feel like we need to spend it on nothing except for health. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy health for myself. I'm going to buy health for Glopulon. Let's see. Should I buy some health for Vanaslorp? I feel like some health for Accelerate could help. But Glopulon, though. Glopulon's really good. He's so good. Dang it. I'm just one shy. Dang it. Okay, that's all I can afford right now. I was just one glug shy of getting that last health pot. It is now time to fight. We're in it to win it. We're just going to have to make it work. We've got 11 health, so we've got stuff to work with. Rearrange GUGs on the battlefield in new Cubist-inspired positions. Glopulon. Glopulon can help. And Accelerate can fight as well. And hopefully they don't manage to make it through my defenses. Looks good so far. Looks good so far. Okay, things got moved around. It's okay. I plan on retreating. I plan on retreating everything. And then sending in Vanaslorp, creating a copy. A really strong copy, too. That copy can fight for us, but he's going to go away, sadly. Okay, retreat. Vanaslorp. We've got to be able to deal that damage, though. Actually, we got to keep Vanaslorp there. He's the only one that can handle Silly Bellow. Alright, Silly Bellow's done for. Let's... Retreat Vanaslorp for Accelerate, because Accelerate's going to make some decent cash real quick. Now we can lower all of their attacks. Retreat Accelerate, send in Glopulon. We're about to tank 10 damage. Here we go. It's getting crazy. We're at literally 1 health, hanging on by a thread. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we're hanging on by such a thread. Alright. It's time for Vanaslorp to die. Yo! Vanaslorp, that was insane! What Vanaslorp just did was insane! I was gonna send in Vanaslorp and just create 1 ghostly copy and try to fight with it and let Vanaslorp and the ghostly copy both die, but maybe I would survive. Instead, Vanaslorp created 2 ghostly copies and repositioned the whole board so they would have to fight themselves. Oh my gosh. Holy moly. Vanaslorp, that was insane. What a GUG. What a play. What a GUG. I seriously like that. Good job, Vanaslorp. Let's go. Make me that money. Let the ghosts fight each other. And what happens next? We get to move on. We get to survive a little bit longer. We actually managed to go to the Slime Kingdom. But first we go to the Amniotic Pool, right? Yes. We get to go to the Amniotic Pool. I don't want to get rid of Glopulon. Vanaslorp, after what I just saw him do, that was insane. I feel like our best bet is to go for Accelerate, because his ability doesn't actually even work. Who's going to be a good GUG? Who's going to be a good GUG to go for? Is it Ripjaws? Diamond Head? Heat Blast? Should I just try Heat Blast? Should I try Heat Blast? He could do it for me. Let's see. What was the best? I think it's just Heat Blast, right? Literally, like the first GUG that I created today. Heat Blast. Here we go. Heat Blast. Thermo Blast. Deal 3 damage to an adjacent enemy GUG. If the target GUG is destroyed, deal 2 damage to another nearby enemy GUG. And he has a ton of attack and a ton of health. He's got to carry us to victory. We got to be so careful. We do not get to go to the shop. We have to finish things right here, right now. Let's, let me think about things. Alright. Fight with Thermoblast. Nothing happens. Okay, I was expecting that. Send in Glopulon. Reduce their attack. Okay. And we're looking really good. Thermoblast still has 11 health. He can probably fight Glogagon. Release a wave of slime. Reduce their attack by half for 1 round. Thermoblast can handle that. We need to retreat Glopulon, though. Retreat Glopulon. Thermoblast going crazy, but only 5 health left. We have to be careful with him. We have to be careful at how we use him. We can use Thermoblast to fight this Squish, because we're going to reduce the Squish's attack. So let's see what happens there. Nice. Thermoblast still has 4 health. Things are getting seriously crazy. Let's retreat Glopulon. We can fight Squish with Phantoslurp. I'm really trying not to do that, though. But let's do it. We'll fight Squish with Phantoslurp. No big deal. Phantoslurp survives. Really good. Now we will fight Gooblorp with Thermoblast. We'll send in Glopulon, reducing their attack. We'll retreat Phantoslurp. Everything's working. We're winning so far. Just with these 3 GUGs, Ghost Freak, Heat Blast, and Gray Matter. What an interesting team. What an insane and interesting team of GUGs that we have here. Okay. Are we in trouble? So one of our GUGs is about to get taken out, guys. It is official. One of our GUGs are about to get taken out, and that GUG is going to be Thermoblast. Thermoblast, thank you for your service. You did excellent. You got me far. Let's see what happens next. We got a Schlorbach coming up. Is this the last GUG we have to deal with? If this is the last GUG we have to deal with, then I am going to reduce his attack, and I'm going to send in Phantoslurp for the win. Come on, Phantoslurp. Phantoslurp's still alive, and we win the battle. Did we do it? We actually did it. We actually won. We actually won that demo with those GUGs, even after all the bad stuff that happened. That was a good run. That was a really good run. That was such a good run. Holy moly, that felt good. That was a good game of GUG. That was a good game of GUG, guys. I'm glad to be back. That was totally worth it. The glacier stalled completely, leaving nothing but an empty ocean and memories of misshapen titans. No, misshapen titans, sorry. Memories of misshapen titans. That is the giant GUGs that came from the icebergs, right? Crazy. And that's the end of that story. Awesome. And that completes the GUG demo. Lots of fun. Lots of fun, guys. Holy moly, that was fun. Thank you guys very much, everybody that tuned in to today's stream. I hope everybody enjoyed the Ben 10 aliens. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream as much as I did making it for you guys. I'm going to be now moving into doing Swords and Saturdays. First, I got to make sure I get some food and stuff in my belly. And then we're going to be doing Swords and Saturdays. So stay tuned. I'm going to be hitting that up ASAP. I'm guessing it's going to be close to 7, perhaps, before I get around to that. Before I manage, because, you know, like I said, gotta eat. And so, boom, Swords and Saturdays coming very soon, so stay tuned, guys. Just a couple hours. And then after that, 5 Nights at Freddy's. That is right, we're doing 3 streams today. GUG, Swords and Saturdays, and 5 Nights at Freddy's. So just stay tuned, guys, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Thank you guys for tuning in to Caleb Smith TV. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Jellybrick Builds. Thank you, the Sutetsu. Thank you, Linen, for being a part of the stream. Thank you, the Punisher. I appreciate you. And everybody else who was a part of the stream. Thank you guys very much. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be signing out now. This has been your friend Caleb Smith, and I hope to see you at the next